This is Crystal Nicole. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, again, my name is Crystal Nicole. So today's video was so much fun, frustrating because I don't have a camera yet. So it kept talking about storage and etc. But it was so much fun to create. I love making videos. I love creating different type of content. So I kind of did things backwards because I forgot to do an intro. So technically the video is already done, but I wanted to still do an intro to say hi and to let you guys know I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have any other video ideas that you want me to do, make sure you comment below. This one, we're going head to head with Angelus versus Creative Nation, which they both provide leather paint. So we want to see which one is better. You know, Angelus is the GOAT, but sometimes the GOAT can't remain the GOAT, and sometimes the GOAT will remain the GOAT. So stay tuned and watch this video. I hope you enjoy it. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and share. And yeah, let's get the video started. Okay, so we're about to get started. This is going to be the Angelus side, and then I have another shoe that's going to be the Creative Nation side. So what I'm gonna do so that I don't ever get them mixed up is I'm gonna grab some of my tape and I'm going to label the bottom. Go with Angelus first. So this, and while we're just waiting for this to dry for a second, I wanted to talk about Angelus is, from what I've experienced, is one that everyone uses the most when it comes to the custom space, you know. So people may use other ones, but for the majority I see Angelus being used. So we all know Angelus. This Creative Nation one I found on Amazon, and it came with, and it says it's leather paint, so we're going to test it against the tried and true one, Angelus. Okay, so this is dry. Let me make sure. Okay, cool. And so we're going to start with that. And the theme we're going to do is, since we're at the end of Teacher Appreciation Week, we're just going to do a teacher themed custom shoe. So that's what we're going to do it against. Both of them are going to be the exact same design, so we can get kind of like as many colors as possible, and you know, things of that nature, so we can really see how this stands up. Stop right here. This Angelus, we got it. And we're going to use the white. And I'm going to, this is Angelus. I just used from the bigger container, this one, because I like the flat white. Alright, so the gist of this one is we're seeing the difference. So we're going to do the composition book style stuff. Okay, so that's what we're going to kind of work on. Oh, let me take this out. This is the Creative Nation side. Make sure you can see. All right, Creative Nation side right here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a towel right here, and I'm gonna use a little bit of 91% alcohol right here, and I'm going to put it on a towel so I can clean this off. That's the paint from the Angelus. Oh, why does the undertone have a yellow? Oh, wow. Never know what's left over on those brushes. Okay, let's go on. Let's flip that and do this. Okay, so that's that. Got that off. So now we're going to open up this Creative Nation. For this one. So let's look. So far I don't know how it's going to dry down. Make it this aside. Take this off real quick. As far as coat is concerned, Angelus is thinner, but that could be a good thing. I don't know yet. This is thicker, but I don't know if when it dries. Creative Nations is thicker, but I don't know when it dries. I don't know when it dries, will it crack? So that's so that's going to take up when we stand up to the walk-in around test and everything like that. So we're going to keep going with the Creative Nation. We are going to do the sole, not the sole, but this part right here. Now, the only thing is I'm not sure yet how I want to do this. So I can either do it two ways. I either want to do it where this will be like a ruler, or this will be like a pencil. I'm thinking because of the pointy edges, I can do this more like a pencil. I'm thinking pencil vibes. So I need this color right here. I'm gonna use this color, and I also know that Angelus has a similar color, so that's good. We're gonna use this for the base of the pencil right here. So this is what we're gonna do next. So that's gonna go around here. Okay. And one thing I do like about Creative Nation is that they do have a seal top. Angelus, however, doesn't have a seal. So I do like that part. All right, so we're going to do the yellow. I'm gonna use my heat gun, and it's a mini one right here. That's 2 settings. Pretty good for Okay, so I am on the mic. So what I did want to say is that what I noticed about Creative Nation versus Angelus was that the red struggled with Creative Nation. Angelus, it was thinner, but the applications were smoother. They were more thicker or opaque. I don't know the word, but yeah. And I had to do 4 applications for Angelus then and 5 for Creative Nation, and it still didn't do what I wanted it to do. So for Creative Nation, so Angelus definitely was better when it came to the red. So this is the Angelus shoe. For the side, we've done 4 coats right here, and this is the application. This is how it looks. Smooth. I like how it came out, and I think we'll be good with the 4 coats. On the back here, we've done 2. As it's drying, I'm seeing that we may need 1 more. So that's the one we have for the Angelus. For the move this out the way. For the Creative Nation, we've done 3 coats on the side. So I'm gonna do 1 more coat on that one, and see how it comes out before I pass judgment. And then we've done 2 on the back. So I don't know. So I know for me, I feel like so far Angelus looks smoother with the red, but I've did 4 coats and I only done 3 coats. We'll see how it turns out. And then the back, it's a little bit more transparent with Creative Nation when they both have 2 coats in the back. So I'm gonna do 1 more coat in the back, 1 more coat for Creative Nation. So that's how it goes. So I'm just gonna wait for that to dry. But while that part dries, we're going to start with the back portion right here. Let me just make sure you guys can see. Okay, this back portion right here, this strip, we're going to do this color. It's going to be like a crayon, so we're going to have some details we're going to do later on. But we're going to start off with this teal looking color or turquoise. We have it in both that Angelus and Creative Nation. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm thinking and then we're going to go ahead and do the detail work for the pencil up here. So we're going to start off with Angelus. So we'll put the Creative Nation back. So for Angelus, we're going to use the turquoise for the back. That's going to be the crayon. And then we're going to use, for the eraser, we're going to use a pink, have a hot pink. And that's going to be this. And we're going to use a tan, which I need to start buying more tan colors. But for now, we're going to make a tan. So we're going to use a brown. Let's see. We're going to use some brown and a little bit of white to make sure of a tan, and maybe a little bit of yellow. And yeah, okay, so that's what we're going to do. All right, so let's begin and make sure it's Angelus. And I always like to continue to keep making sure it's the one that I'm working with. So I just like to match it up. So that's Angelus right here at the bottom. And then we have Angelus paint. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I'm back on the mic. So I did want to explain a couple of things. One, I didn't get to record all of the detail work that I did on both Angelus and on Creative Nation, but that's because I use my phone right now, and my phone, it keeps saying storage, something wrong with storage, but I am working on getting the camera. But the final details, let me just give you a little bit of my final details. One was I still struggle with the Creative Nation in all fronts, especially when I was trying to layer it. It kind of became thick and gooky, and also it's a little bit hard to work with on some of the colors. So I would definitely stick with Angelus for a more professional outcome. But I did have fun working with both of the paints. I wouldn't say Creative Nation is bad, it's just not as professional. But if you want to do just for fun, Creative Nation is just fine. So here's the final look for Angelus. I did, however, struggle a little bit because I used fox leather. And then also here's Creative Nation. Like I said, if you're having a date night or a girls' night and you want to just paint some shoes, I would go with Creative Nation. It's a lot cheaper. But if you want to go for a more professional look, I definitely will go with Angelus. So here's one last look at Angelus, and then one last look at Creative Nations. Let me know which one you like the best.